Did you know the fact that we only have five senses is actually a lie? Well, kind of, because you've probably heard since you were a kid that humans have sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell, but the truth is that scientists and philosophers argue that number is actually way too low, and depending on how you count, humans actually have closer to 9 or maybe even 20 senses. So what's actually going on here? Well, the five senses idea comes from Aristotle over 2,000 years ago. He just kind of grouped the obvious ones like the things you could easily notice in daily life. And that worked for a while, but modern science shows your body is picking up way more information than that, and here are 5 examples to explain. So first, take balance for instance. If you close your eyes and stand on one foot, you can still tell if you're upright or if you're tipping over, and you don't use sight, sound, or touch for that. It's actually something in your inner ear that is constantly tracking. Second, consider proprioception, which is just a fancy term for knowing where your body parts are without even looking. Like, even if your eyes are closed, you can raise your arm and still know that it's above your head, and that's kind of a separate sense. And examples 3rd, 4th, and 5th are senses for things like temperature, so you know if something is hot or cold, or something like pain, so you know when something is damaging your body, and even something like hunger and thirst being your body's way of sensing what it needs to survive. Okay, but so why do we always say we have 5 senses? And well, that's because saying 5 is easier to teach kids, while the actual truth is that your experience of reality is built on a whole network of senses working together, and actually trying to thoroughly explain that is kind of hard to do.